All right, so you're not gonna wanna miss this week's YouTube video as we talk about things to do in the South Bay. Alright, so I was really excited about making this video because when I was researching it, there's just so many great things going on in the South Bay, and it's just such a great place to live. I'm a realtor here in the South Bay. My name is Cheyne Inman, and with Remax Estate Properties. And if you have questions or thinking of moving to the South Bay or want to add to the videos, feel free to reach out. I love to hear from people, so you can call, text, or email me. So I'm going over a lot of different things to do throughout the year in the South Bay, but like I said, there's just so much to do here. So if I miss anything, which I'm sure I will, feel free to comment below and share things that you like to do in the South Bay with other viewers. Thanks. So I thought we would start with some of the great events that take part in the city throughout the year, and there's quite a few. You've got the Fiesta Hermosa, which takes place around the Hermosa Pier, right there on the street just before you reach the pier, and then throughout the pier there's vendors throughout the area. They do it during the Memorial Day weekend, and they also do it during the Labor Day weekend. So it's a great time of the year. If you are off and it's a nice day, just go ahead and check it out, walk around. There's tons of vendors, lots to do, lots of food vendors, lots of little shops, just fun little spot to hit up both Labor Day and Memorial Day. Another one that takes place in Manhattan Beach is the Hometown Fair that goes on during the Manhattan Beach 10K. So that's usually the first week of October, and it happens right around the wood chip trail in Manhattan Beach. There's lots of little vendors set up, and like I said, they have the Manhattan Beach 10K taking up place that weekend, so lots to do around that whole weekend. And I did a video on the Manhattan Beach 10K, so if you're at all interested in that, check that out. If you're free the first week of October, there's a lot going on up and around Manhattan Beach for Hometown Fair. Another fun one that takes place in late October is the Friendship Walk. It's put on by Skechers, and they have a big entertainment stage that kicks everything off. All the schools participate because they have a lot of fundraising going on that donates back to all the local high schools, middle schools, elementary schools, all the schools that are taking part in the event. So you'll see a lot of the local band and cheerleaders all out on the course and cheering on the walkers. And it starts at Manhattan Beach Pier, and the walkers go all the way along the Strand to the Hermosa Beach Pier, and then they come back, and it's just a great event for that weekend, and just being outdoors. And like I said, they have a stage set up on Manhattan Beach Pier with celebrity guests and just a lot of great fun. This year's Friendship Walk raised over $2 million, and the funds for the donations and the walk everyone brings in, the money goes to the Friendship Foundation, which supports families with special needs children, and it also helps bring back money to the local schools in the area. And so that is some of the big events that take place throughout the year. Obviously there are more, and like I mentioned, feel free to comment in the text below with any events that you really like in the area. There is also weekly events that are happening all the time in the South Bay. Each of the communities have a farmer's market. So you've got the farmer's market at Wilson Park in Torrance. You've also got a farmer's market taking place weekly at the Redondo Pier. There is one that takes place at the Hermosa Pier, and in Manhattan Beach they also have a farmer's market. So you'll have to check and figure out exactly which one is closest to you and what day and time of the week is, but they all have great local vendors and usually really good food options for lunch. All right, so my favorite part about the South Bay, aside from the weather, is being able to just get out and run. And there's so many great trails for hiking and running, and they all have great views. You've got Palos Verdes that has all those trails. You've got them along the bluffs. You've got horse trails. You've got Del Cerro Park up in Palos Verdes that has miles and miles and miles of trails. Just be alert for rattlesnakes if you're out in that park. But there's just some really great options for hiking and running or walking in the South Bay, and just so many different spots to explore that it really makes for a great place to get outdoors. All right, so now for the most obvious one, and that's the beach life. So living in the South Bay, you have some of the most beautiful beaches in the area, and there's just so much to do. You can get out and, go out in the water, you can relax on the beach, you can play volleyball. There's just so much to do all throughout the South Bay. And typically when I'm doing a beach day, I won't go to a major pier like Redondo Pier or Hermosa Pier or Manhattan Pier. Right under there is usually the busiest areas, so I'll usually walk a little bit north or a little bit south of each of the piers. If I'm going to go spend time out on the beach, it's a little less crowded if you just walk a little bit north or south from the pier. And then if you're not sure what you want to do and you're just checking out the beach for the day, make sure you take a look at Beachbound Sports in Hermosa. They are on the Hermosa Pier. I did a video on them, and you can check that out, but they just have everything you can think of that you might need for a beach day. They have rentals for volleyballs, for beach chairs, for anything you can think of, stand-up paddle boards. They really have it all. Beach cruisers, so check them out. Beachbound Sports on Hermosa Pier, great little shop, and you can check out anything in the area that might give you a little bit extra fun on the beach for the day. So if you're spending the day on the beach and you want to go check out some shops, there's some great shops right along the piers. So whether it be the Redondo Pier, the Hermosa Pier, or the Manhattan Pier, they all have great little local shops you can go and check out. If you really want to do some real shopping, there are some great spots in the South Bay as well. We've got the South Bay Galleria, we've got the Del Amo Mall, there's the Point, and there's Manhattan Village. So there's some really good shops and places to go, really shop. And then there's also some nice little local stores at each of the piers if you're looking for something to do. So this is one that people might not think about, and it's a great opportunity that we have in the South Bay, and that's horseback riding. So PV has some great trails for horseback riding, and it's not just for people that own a horse. There are a number of different vendors in Palos Verdes that offer guided horseback riding tours. So if you've ever wanted to check out the trails and you didn't really know your way around, that's a great opportunity. If you've ever wanted to ride a horse and you didn't know how, then you can go and get a guided lesson on there as well. So PV has some great options for horseback riding as well. All right, so if you're looking to get outdoors and it's a nice day and you're not really sure what to do, a bike ride is always a great option in the South Bay. You've got so many different places you can go. Down at Rat Beach in the southernmost part of Torrance, you've got the start of the bike path, and it goes all the way up. You can hit up the Redondo Beach Pier. From there you can go to the Hermosa Beach Pier and the Manhattan Beach Pier. You can ride it all the way up to Santa Monica and Venice, and you could even go to Malibu if you're really looking for a long ride. So some great bike riding options. Just ride along the beach the whole way. If it's a nice day, it's a great chance to get out and just ride along the Strand. So another thing I like to do in the South Bay is go fishing, and there's some great options for fishing. You've got freshwater and saltwater fishing. You've got the Redondo Beach Pier has some options for fishing off the pier. You've got some rock area along the coast there that you can go fish from the shoreline. You've also got a number of charters that take off from the Redondo Beach Pier. You can do a day trip, just a short couple hours. You can do a longer trip. They're pretty cost friendly as well. That's at the Redondo Beach Pier. And then you've also got Alondra Park has a nice little pond area that has stocked fish. Seen a little bit of everything. So those are some options for fishing in the South Bay. Alright, so I hope this video gave you some ideas of things you can do in the South Bay. There's just really so many different things you can do here, and that's no wonder there's so many people that want to move out here and live in the South Bay. If you are thinking of moving to one of the cities in the area in Southern California, please reach out. I love to hear from people, so you can call, text, or email me. And if you have some other ideas of fun things to do in the South Bay that I didn't mention, please comment below and give other people the opportunity of something fun to do in the South Bay.